Welcome, this is Super Genesis 2 Turbo the podcast. This gaming podcast has been fully retrofitted with Mode 7 blast processing and turbo. I'm your host, Rick Morris, and I'm also joined here today by Mr. Infernikus.
Hello.
And special guest, Green Cape.
It is glad to be back. Oh, I missed you guys.
In this podcast, it's the most epic hour of ever. New episode every Wednesday on GaminTank's YouTube channel. There we go. I understand that Infernikus did the intro last episode.
Yeah,
that was a train wreck.
No, I think train wrecks usually have less fatalities.
Oh, so is it just a massacre, just a mega death? That was a mega death. You know what that is? That's actually when a bomb drops and kills a lot of fucking people.
Oh, that.
And here was me thinking that Megadeth is when Dave Mustaine has a hissy fit and makes his own band with blackjack and hookers. No, forget the band.
Actually, that Megadeth's actually doing better than Metallica. It has been consistent since the inception.
Good job for them.
Yeah, and Metallica is shit the bed after a few albums they made that they produced their own music that wasn't influenced by Dave Mustaine. Yeah, understand? like what is it? Black Album, Metallica album. That was their first album. They made their own original music without Dave Mustaine. Then there was Injustice for All, and that was it. Sure, there's Load and Reloaded. Those nobody cares about those ones.
Wow. I mean, I did.
And then there was their greatest album, Saint Anger, of course.
Saint Anger? That's not too bad.
Please not being sarcastic here.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm like, but people find that too pop. But this is that's too much pop. They're doing this. This doesn't sound like real Metallica. But okay. Let's see. I'm gonna test Infernikus' memory here. What is the topic of this podcast episode, Infernikus?
The letter Y.
The letter Y.
Ooh, very good.
No. If I recall, I've been away from the internet for the last few days.
Good.
Isn't it our top 5 games of the last generation?
Oh yes, radio.
Either that or you guys have changed it and haven't told me.
That's fine. Nope. That's it. That's the idea. That's the idea. You have to remind me because I'm like I spaced a little bit. I'm like, what is the topic? Because I had 2 topic ideas this coming time. And GaminTank can't join us today. I don't know why. I was gonna ask, but I'm like, whatever. He'll tell us next episode. And next episode, he tells us he's gonna talk about the Halo 5 beta and how that works.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're doing. What have we been doing lately on our channels? Well, then Infernikus,
I've been neglecting mine the last week because I have been away from the internet.
Oh yes, you said that before. So if it was an animal, it'd been starving and probably dead already.
Yeah, probably would have died weeks ago.
Awesome. Well, for me, I did 3 videos last week for Christmas week, and 3 videos. They're both 25 to 27 minutes long each, and that's like, if you put them all together, that could be a short movie. That could be a full. It could be a full feature.
It would technically be an average movie.
Like 80 minutes. The movie Army of Darkness is 19 minutes. 90 minutes. 19 minutes.
Yeah, that's usually about an hour and a half now.
Yeah, and 90 minutes, that movie. Good movie.
Very
Bruce
good.
Campbell.
Very good. I liked it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Max, have you been doing anything? Green Cape?
Unfortunately, I've been having technical difficulties, which we've now fucking
Remedied.
fixed. Which, yes, they've been remedied, and I'll definitely have some videos up probably today.
Okay, well, I don't understand what you did. I'm here at your place now, where I'm visiting you on the weekend. This is New Year's Day. Welcome to 2015.
Woo!
New year.
Yay.
We should have self-lacing shoes and hovering
Hoverboards.
Yeah, there we go. And
Yeah.
Marty McFly's everywhere. 2 Marty McFly's.
Stop. Whoa. I don't know. I think we should take 2015 like people should interpret the Bible. Some things okay, but maybe other things not. Like, I don't want to be dressing like those guys. That's kind of fucking retarded. Just
Max, you don't abide by any fashion rules. This guy's wearing, what is it, sweatpants,
sweatpants
24/7.
and a t-shirt
And
24/7.
when I die, Max, and Green Cape, I want you to be wearing a fucking suit.
I will. There's two reasons why I'll either wear something nice or wear jeans. Someone's
No.
getting married or someone's died.
No, when
Those
I
are the
die,
two-
Max, you gotta wear a fucking suit. If you don't,
I will have a tuxedo on.
if I die, if you don't, and somebody notices on this will,
You're gonna
you're gonna die.
And if Green Cape does not have said tux on, oh fuck!
There'll be a open grave just for you in case you don't bring a suit.
Just lying there ready for you.
It's like in my
Gonna
perfect
roll in there.
silhouette.
Like we all gathered here for the funeral of Dark Mars and possibly Green Cape if he's not wearing his tux.
I don't want a fucking tux. It has to be a black coat, black slacks, black
okay.
tie, white shirt, button
Yeah.
shirt,
All right,
proper.
deal.
This is not. I'm not half-assing it. If he doesn't, somebody that knows my will, not my actual legal will, this preference here, and they realize this, they are forced to take action and murder you legally.
License to kill. All right, Morris, I got the license to kill. Really?
Good job.
Sweet.
That's good job, Daniel Craig, James Bond.
Yeah.
Yes, I did those videos. I'm working on my Metroid Other M commentary. I actually played through the whole game, got all 10 episodes recorded. Just need to start putting them together. Actually, I'm gonna make a little video like outlining what I'm doing for that series and for other future projects.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'll be doing in the coming year. I haven't been doing anything because like it's Christmas, it's New Year's, so I took the New Year's week off of making videos and just left. Like that's a lot of work. Like there's 3 videos I made. Or like I said, 9. I put them all together. They could be a whole movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was perfectly reasonable for you to take this time off. I mean, come on, it's Christmas and New Year's. You put out 3 really good videos, and I mean, yeah, just kind of sit back and bask in their glory.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. And Infernikus made. I watched your DLC quest video, and I commented.
Oh yes,
I commented
that
on
was
the
about like
Zoolander
a day's
clip.
worth of work.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
I commented about your Zoolander thing that you did.
Oh,
Yeah,
Can't
I
turn
actually didn't
left.
plan for that joke to happen, and then I realized, wait a second, he can't turn left. I'm definitely throwing in a Zoolander joke here.
I actually watched that movie recently and enjoyed it a lot. And as I understand it, Max Green Cape actually is the Zoolander at his workplace,
Yep.
walking around starting like the bit in Infernikus where he goes to work with his father in the mines and he has very
Oh, yes.
just very bright, clean new clothes in that place. And he's walking down like he's on the aisle. Then when he's trying to do
Yeah.
actually work, he's posing like he's in a photo shoot. And he's just fucking with his dad,
God.
scaring him. Dressing all black, and he's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Yeah, that's
And then he
Cape.
complains about getting the black lung.
You only been down there for one. You stupid. Get out of here. Yeah, that's funny. That one of his brothers was Vince Vaughn. Doesn't
Yeah.
have a line in the movie.
I
Interesting.
really have to rewatch that film sometime.
Yeah, I did it over the holidays, and it was great.
Are you like from outer space? Like Earth? It's just like no. I don't think we don't think you actually think you're from Earth. It's like no, you guys, you fucking idiots.
No, I know what the expression is. No, I don't think you do. It's really dumb. I think we should roll into news. Yeah, but Infernikus, do you have anything planned?
Oh, well, video-wise?
Yes.
No.
No, Zoolander-wise.
Well, I said at the end of the DLC review, I will be doing the second part of that game sometime, but that's whenever I have the time,
Sorry, which game?
as I return to college this week, so I'm kind of like back down having no time to make videos again.
Oh, yes.
Your DLC thing, yeah.
Yeah, but that'd be DLC Quest 2, or what?
There's a fucking
Oh
sequel?
god, is it Live Free Me or Die or something like that? I'm like that.
Those are funny. Live free, Mimi die? What?
No, live freemium.
freemium.
Live freemium. Am I
Yes.
saying that right?
The freemium.
Live
Yeah,
freemium. What does that
freemium is
mean?
basically how most mobile games are these days.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. No, I don't see. I don't see it at all.
You know, oh no, it's basically taking the piss at the whole culture where a game is free, but you gotta pay for it to be actually enjoyable.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
The
free-to-play
free.
model.
Yeah, like fucking every single game
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Facebook.
yeah, basically, yeah,
I hear you.
Yeah,
pretty much.
that's stupid. People
That's
like
right.
that shit.
I try and stay away from that. If I can't have the whole thing and nothing but the whole thing, as soon as I get it, there's no point in getting
You
it.
can't handle the thing.
You can't. They
Oh
can't.
yeah.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing, guys. They can't handle the whole thing, so they have to do that thing where they pay for things so they can do things in the game, and it's just terrible things.
Oh, I see. So something.
You know, things like that.
Things. Not all things. Things. Do some things. Not all things.
Just some things.
Just things.
Yeah.
All right.
One
All
of-
right. This is stupid.
It's so stupid.
Oh, you made me lose track here.
Well, you were
Yeah.
asking. Okay.
I was asking Infernikus what he was doing. I'm like, yeah, I wanted to ask, what did you say about not drinking for a couple of days?
No, he was
Oh,
drinking
no,
for a couple days.
The first time you've been drinking 3 days in a row, that's what you said?
No, no, I was saying that this is first time in about a week and a half I have not drank.
Oh, why not? Are you ready
There's
for
no
school?
drink to drink.
Oh, there's nothing to drink as a dry county? It's funny to me that they actually have counties in Ireland. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's 26 of them. Well,
Yeah.
32 depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
What is the stupid thing about the regions in there that you were talking about earlier? They
Well,
have a bunch
about-
of different places, or I don't know. Or
There's like 26 of them, and you've got to catch them all to be the true Irish master or something. I don't know.
So I just gotta just drink a lot. I don't know. You turn into a
I have no
leprechaun.
clue.
That's kind of
Turn a leprechaun at that point. Is that what
Oh
happens?
no! Oh yeah, yeah. God, yeah. If you collect them all, by all means, turn into a leprechaun, a pint of Guinness, whatever.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna jump into the news here today.
Again.
Right now.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
Doug Morrison the news desk. Frank is no longer going to be doing the news because he sucks. He's going to be listening to this and like, that bastard.
That's
It's
it.
like that video I did that made fun of him.
Oh, gee.
Yeah,
Hanks.
I'm waiting for the sequel to that.
Thanks,
Where
DNR.
GaminTank takes the piss out
Out of me.
of you.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. No, that's not going to happen because he's too much of a procrastinator. Oh, man, he's not going to like this.
The one video I miss, and you guys tear into me.
This is actually the first episode he missed in so freaking long. Well, this is the first one he ever missed, so it's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, news. The NPD report is in for the last quarter of 2014, and the Nintendo Wii U is out now, outselling the Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
Woo!
No, that's not right. No, that's me
Wait.
joking.
Oh.
This is this. That's a joke.
I was legitimately excited there, you guys.
I was waiting for if Frank was here, he'd be like bullshit.
I did look this up.
I was actually waiting for Frankus to say like, no, that can't be right. That's wrong. No,
No, I couldn't care. You know me. I
no,
don't partake in this whole console war
oh,
shit.
I do, but I'm like, I don't know. Me, I jump back between Nintendo and Microsoft, and if there's one person out there who's been listening to this podcast from the beginning, they know I'm like, I have a problem with Sony. I hate those assholes.
Yeah,
They ruined
kind of,
Spider-Man 3.
Learn that.
Oh, sorry, what?
What? No, I'm saying like I've kind of learned that you have some sort of like vendetta against Sony. It's kind of like they gave you like one bad game and you just haven't let go of it for some reason.
Yes. Remember the 5th of November. You know that? Do you know the home poem to that? Or not a poem? What is it? This is a monologue.
Monologue? I don't think it's a monologue because those are internal.
Guy Fawkes. And
Oh God, what was it? Complot and treason and something.
Oh,
I am a very, very bad British person for not knowing this.
yes, I understand you're in Ireland.
That could be why you're a very bad British person.
And he doesn't. I don't know.
But I've been through this a few times before. I was born in England.
Yes, and
Oh,
he's English and he's living in Ireland. Like I have been explicit about that with Max about that, so he understands that pretty well.
Oh
so
yes,
so then
As long as
yeah,
much as I
two
can teach
completely
him
different countries.
so then you
under the
either
British flag,
yeah,
right? Is that my correct? We'll not talk
Say
about
that again?
Scotland or the Welshland. What do they call where they live in that Welsh? Welsh people.
Sweden.
Um. Oh God, when it comes to who counts what is very complicated, and it's
Because I know
probably
there's
best
Ireland,
not
there's
discussed on
Scotland,
a
but what
gaming
where are the Welsh?
podcast.
Welshland?
Yes, we should actually go to a real
no
story.
one cares about them.
Oh yeah.
No one cares about the
They're
Welsh.
the Welsh. And they're kind of just
Oh
saying,
yes, it's
calling
gone to
somebody
news stories
kind
as
of.
opposed to politics.
Listen, Green Cape cares about the Welsh and the Swedish.
All right. An actual news story where it's not just a joke. This is
That was
serious.
That was
Sony apologizes for a Christmas outage with 10% coupons. If you are a PlayStation Plus member, you get extra time, which is 5 additional days. For non-premium PSN members, there is a 10% coupon which will go to a digital cart purchase. Say you are buying 3 games at once at the PlayStation Store, and with this coupon you get 10% off on the transaction rather than just buying if you just 10% off a single item.
Oh my God!
And
Sorry, guys, I gotta go.
yeah, he has a PlayStation 4, and he has 2 games, they're digital games, and they're just like it's Isaac and Mercenary Kings.
Both equally good games. I have not found the need to get any other games so far because they're fun.
And I've been really getting on his case. Like, you buy a $400 console and you just buy video games that you could get on a PC.
Yeah. Well,
Do you not see the what's fucked up with that?
listen, I didn't feel the need to buy anything else with it because there's fucking
There's The
nothing
Last
else.
of Us. There's Killzone Shadowfall, which is one of probably the best Killzone other than the first one. Then there's what is it? You could get Knack. You could get Metal Gear Solid 5.
I actually couldn't find any of that shit on there.
Where the fuck do you go?
Listen, just maybe I didn't look that hard.
Go to an actual proper store, Max.
I will. I do have The Last of Us. It's the digital copy only, though.
All right. Yeah,
Sorry,
this is the Christmas outage. Now, I think Sony's had it worse than Microsoft. Microsoft is a software company, so they know their shit, so they got their shit together really quick. Not Sony. People are still having problems. I understand.
Yeah.
What do you know about this, Infernikus? Infernikus.
I know nothing about it because I play PC games, so the fact that you console gamers can't play console games doesn't really concern me.
Yay, PC games! Go Diablo 3!
Like flipping them off. Well, I've been playing Nintendo for pretty much of all December. So whatever is going on in the Xbox Live and PSN, I'm like, I don't give a shit.
No.
And I also just, if you look at me, I'm actually, for me, it's probably just still 2003 in my mind. I haven't moved on.
Sounds about
Still,
right.
it's if you look at the console games, just the console games and what they release, it's actually pretty freaking slow. Where if you go to PC and Steam and look at all their little games they have, their little digital games they're selling, there's a lot happening there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, but yeah, that's happening. But those games don't have any substance. They don't go too far. There's only so much they did with it, and it just doesn't last long. It's like old games in NES days, but without full treatment.
Mm-hmm.
They just like, this is what it does, and that's it. Once you get what it has to offer, that's all you get.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. PC is starting to seem like more and more viable and stable place to play games and enjoy what you want. Because I mean, like, look at League of Legends and Diablo and StarCraft, and if you're into Sid Meier's Civilization and just all that shit, like there are some good games online there, and you can do whatever the hell you want, really, on fucking. I mean, because everybody has a computer. But not everybody has a goddamn PlayStation 4
I don't know
or
about
an
that,
Xbox
Max.
One.
I don't know about that. Everybody seems to be on their mobiles and can't even and watches everything on their mobiles and does everything off their mobiles, and they just don't even.
Well, no, I
It's
mean,
for the people that there's the same people that still had computers back in 2003 are still using computers right now. They don't really embrace mobiles real much. But people that had their cell phones, there's a lot of them, and they kept upgrading, and now they have their iPhones, and it's like, hey, there's a computer here. I watch videos on it and stuff.
well, no, but
I don't really, yeah.
I'm more talking about the general, like, our generation kind of deal. Like,
No, not our generation, Max.
what?
There's a different generation that are all about
So
the
you're
digital
not on
copies.
you're not on a computer right now?
No, Max. No, I'm talking about a newer generation. Those that are a new generation that really embrace the Steam model
Well,
a
yeah.
lot more
no.
religiously than I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
What
I
are you
get
trying to
that.
get at?
No, I'm just saying that these consoles are starting to lose their appeal, kind of deal. You know, like,
What do you mean?
and it's more. Well, no, but I mean these nowadays consoles. I mean, like, why do you have a Wii U? Because I
Because
happen to be
Zelda.
really because I happen to be really generous at Christmas.
Because Zelda, because Metroid, because of Mario. That's why I got that console. Why am I getting an Xbox? Because of Halo and Killer Instinct and Forza and
Yeah.
hockey. Well, on PlayStation. I don't have a PlayStation.
No,
Why should I
no.
get a PlayStation?
You only have a PlayStation because
Max, why should I get a PlayStation?
why should you get a PlayStation? Blaze Blue.
I could get that on anything else.
Exactly.
There you go. There's nothing exclusive on the PlayStation 4 that makes me want to get a PlayStation 4 yet.
That's right. You're not into Kingdom Hearts, are you?
No, I'm not. I could say that without any conviction.
No, no. I wouldn't hold it anything against you there for that because I mean you never like you'd have to play the first Kingdom Hearts and then you'd have to fall in love with it, and if you couldn't do that, then like it'd be like, well, okay, you tried.
It would be like me trying to play. It's like my Metroid trilogy that I did. But for this, I would look at it I'd be very skeptical. I'm like, come on, I want to see something good. If you don't see anything good, I'm like, why am I doing this? But Metroid, I'm like, I'm going into it thinking it's good, but then it's like, okay, this is not great at all. I don't see why people like this. Why this made retro an oddity. And
Yeah.
in 2002 through the GameCube era.
Mm-hmm.
But they play that, I'm like, I look at Kingdom Hearts, and I'm like thinking, I don't really care about that combat system. That's probably the meat of the game. Either the other half would be the story, but if the combat isn't there, isn't appeal to me. It's like, why bother?
Yeah, no, I mean, like you know, it kind of goes on with what you said before. Everyone likes their different things. Like I'm like the games I like are kind of hard for other people to get into and enjoy also because like all the games I get are about collecting and getting better equipment and advancing yourself, and then someone new comes in and it's like, yeah, I'm doing this, but we can do these shit quests for you, you know, and it kind of makes the other person feel like, oh, why did I get this? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
for instance, Monster Hunter, I fucking love that game. Like, you go around and you hunt massive monsters and then you collect stuff and you make their equipment, and it's like I said, I absolutely love that. It's just the whole thing about it is just I've killed this thing, now I'm going to use it to improve myself.
Yeah, that's pretty much
So
the basics of the game. And you said like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is not easy to pick up, but generally yes, but hard to master. Easy to pick up,
hard.
yeah, hard to master. That's the kind of shit that I am into. But
Yeah,
then I'm hardcore about those stuff, and I'm really far along the totem pole and skill wise with it. So other people play it, they don't they don't sync up with me. And like, but I'm very I just want to say that. But then for a lot of the things, I get a lot of games that could appeal to people. Like I tried to make you play Mario Kart. I tried to make you play Mario Party, and you're like, nope, nope, nope. I'm what the
Okay, you
fuck,
know what?
buddy?
I'll give it a try. I'll give Mario Party another
But for
try.
this, you gotta hear the story about when me and Max played Mario Party for the first time and only time in our lives. We're playing Mario Party. He had his cousin over, Sean, like 12 years old, playing with us. There's three of us playing Mario Party, the first one, I think. Yeah.
Mario Party 4, I think.
No, it wasn't that far. Probably, maybe
Well, it was-
two or three or one. Either one, they're pretty much the same.
Oh yeah, true.
And we're playing on this one level. We're playing it. This 20 turns, and I'm like, I'm in my head. I'm thinking I'm gonna rival Max. I'm gonna fuck him over. So I get to a boo. I pay 20 coins to make him lose his star.
Fucker.
Or wait, no, I went to
No,
I
you-
ran into Bowser, and I got great luck, and I'm like, take a star from somebody. But all right, Max,
Oh,
I'll take
yeah.
a star from Max. Or wait, was it money? I'm like, I took all your money.
No, you took the star, and then Sean took all the money. He took half of my money. And I
Yeah,
had,
we
like,
just and it was like
37 coins.
15, turned 15, and you're just all like. Then
like,
you just
yeah.
then you just walked away after
I
that.
just-
After we took all his money and stars, he just walked out on us.
Yeah, I was like, I had.
You guys are dicks, so I'm
You
leaving.
guys are massive dicks because both of you at the exact same time. It was just wham wham, and it was like, and I have nothing. I have 0 stars. Morris has 2 stars, and Sean has all my coins. I have fuck all. Thank you guys. Thank you for making this a
Oh.
wonderful experience.
Well, that's Mario Party. You want to fuck each other over. It's all
Yeah.
about it's a dog eat dog game. And
Oh my god.
and for me, I'm like
Oh,
I told you from the get go, I was I'm gonna fuck you over, Max, the first chance I get. But then Sean is working alone, and he just decides to fuck you over too,
Yeah.
which I just found beautiful. It was a good job, Sean.
Yep, I'm done. Oh, I never rage quit so hard in my life. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, okay.
Just pure unrelenting. Just,
All right.
I'm going to choke you, Sean, and then I'm going to use your body to beat Morris.
All right, another news story is Microsoft's Boyd Moulter, former Xbox Live lead, leaves company. People say he is the man responsible for Xbox Live and the father of the popular XNA video game programming language. He is leaving to do something new. In a Twitter message, he writes, "Goodbye, Microsoft. It was a good run. Xbox was great. Time to do something new." So it's everybody's leaving Microsoft for some reason. They're getting tired. They're getting old.
They're bailing?
Yeah, they're like, I need to do something different, or just retiring. I don't know. Interesting story. It's an interesting story because Xbox Live has been a really good system since
So
the
far, yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
With Halo 2 really making it something. So that's interesting. Have you ever played any Xbox Live games, Infernikus? Have you used it? Infernikus,
I used to play a lot of Halo Online back in the day.
which one?
No, this is about 2-3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But I got kind of bored of. Yeah, I got kind of bored of like paying to play with my friends online. So I thought, fuck this, I'm done with online gaming.
Oh, yeah, I see. For me, I never got the chance to play Xbox Live on the original Xbox, but that was always an interesting venture I wanted to do. Like, there's commercial. They were doing commercials. Like they were trying to sell Rainbow Six 3 for Xbox One, and they had this commercial of all these guys just playing the online experience. And I'm like, with their headphones, they could chat and coordinate. I'm like, whoa, that's that's when it occurred to me, like, that's gonna be a thing in a couple of years. That's happening. I want to be a part of that. But then I lived in a town with crappy internet, with dial-up. This was 2002, 2003, so it's more common now. If you have dial-up and you're living in the dark ages. Yeah, but
Sadly, even with my high
What's
speed,
the
I still
dial-up?
have shit.
yeah, and that was a cool thing to me. And I'm like, I never got the chance because you needed to get this disc to install. Or wait, it's this online module for the Xbox One, and it had an Ethernet cord, and you have to pay the subscription. I'm like, no, that's too much. get older, get a job, get the 360, and that was like Halo 3, and like there we go, we have online now. I'm playing this and loving this.
We have initiated online play.
All right, yeah, that's a cool. I'm sorry, I probably butchered his last name. I did. Multi-year. Yes, I don't know. Multerer. There you go. That's his last name. Third and final story is Shadowrun is being started again, and set in Hong Kong this time around. Yes, a new Shadowrun game. Earlier this month, blah blah blah, announced that we're returning to Kickstarter for the third project. With the success delivery of Shadowrun Returns, and they're gonna do this again on kickstarting it again. Why? Didn't they make any money from the first Shadowrun, so they could finance their own games? No, it's not a. I don't think it's a well they could keep going back to.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Just like if you're gonna make a game, bring back a game, and use those sales numbers to finance another game. That's what regular publishers do, which are using Kickstarter to get your company off the ground because you don't have the cash. You want to be crowdfunded, but this is a cool thing. Shadowrun's getting a sequel. I got the first Shadowrun. Well, the Shadowrun Returns on my PC. Cool game, but I don't like how the text was made. It's like it's designed for a tablet display with an iPad, and it reads that way. And that's like there's a lot of text. I'm like, okay, good text. I want text, but still, the way it's set up, the window is like I'm used to Final Fantasy VII having the blue windows on the bottom, and that's good. Or just right near their mouths, and that's fine. The way this is designed is not that great.
Yeah.
I just get turned off by that right away, but the comment's there, and this will be cool to be set in Hong Kong. Futuristic, cyberpunk-esque. That'll be good.
That was multiplayer, right?
I don't know. No. I believe Shadowrun Returns has just been single player.
Okay.
Are you a fan of Shadowrun, Infernikus? No?
I haven't really played the Shadowrun series, to be honest. It's on the long list of series of games that I really should have played by now, but I haven't.
Are you interested at all? This will be on Steam, and it's going to be at a discount.
No, not really, but it's one of those things where if I ever see it going cheap, I'll give it a go.
What did you...
To be honest, I'm still waiting for the whole Time Splitters thing to come back.
Oh, yes.
That was
part 3. They're waiting for part 3.
No, got part 3 came out years ago. No,
okay.
I'm waiting for part 4 to come out. I mean, it's
been
10 years since the last game.
The story behind Time Splitters is the fact that a lot of Rare employees that worked on GoldenEye 007 went on to make their own company and produce Shadowfall. Time Splitters. And if you look at those games, they look like... Sorry? Go ahead.
No, there was a fan-made game in the works for about the last 3 years now, and it's kind of fallen dead, which is kind of annoying because they had like models and everything were made up.
Oh, that's terrible. Do you hear that, Max?
I hear that. Yeah.
That's great.
Someone's outside. They better have a fucking axe because I'm coming down.
Time Splitters is a game that I'd like to get into, just to play. That'd be another good game to play on the Xbox, because that was the party game, party console. They wanted to be like the N64 with got 007. That's pretty much what they brought.
Yeah, it's pretty much a future. Yeah, it's pretty much a more up-to-date version kind of thing.
Yeah, it's very accessible. I liked what they did there. They hit twin sticks, something that Metroid Prime should have did. Yeah, the campaign is slated to launch in January, so the Kickstarter is gonna begin then. People could finance this thing or not, then just say, "What, you want more money for another game? What would you?" That would be my take. If I was a fan that paid for funded the first one, and if they're asking for another one, I'm like, no, not this time. use the sale finances from the last one and produce your new one, like what other publishers do, like real publishers do, or not game companies. There's the people that make the games, and there's people that publish it. That's how it works. All
That's
right.
how it works. Yeah, no, Time Cleanser was actually a pretty decent game. I can't remember who I played it with, but I played the one on GameCube to the best of my knowledge.
No, that'd be terrible.
Listen.
That'd be
You.
awful.
Listen, you. I don't want none of your sass, okay?
It's terrible. I wouldn't want to play it on the GameCube. I wouldn't want to do that because that C-stick is no good.
Well, I played it on one of the older systems. Maybe the Xbox 360?
360 would be a way to go. You could do it on the PlayStation 2. That's fine, but...
Yeah, the PlayStation 2, that's what I played it on.
Yeah.
That's what
on
I
the
played it
on the
on.
Xbox, you could have just all you need is controllers. You don't need an adapter. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I played. I played it with my buddy Brad there. Played. We were
Name
like, hey, let's
dropping.
play. What?
Don't name drop.
I didn't drop his name. That's not his name.
All right.
Don't worry. I'm smart like this, guys. I'm
No,
smart.
I don't believe
I
so.
outthink everything. So,
I don't
anyways, me
believe so.
and my buddy we played it, and we started playing it at like 7 in the afternoon, and about 4 in the morning we finished it.
Campaign co-op.
Co-op campaign, yeah, and just
Okay.
played it right through. We were just playing and playing and playing and playing.
That's an odd game for me to see you play because you're not into shooters too much.
No, but I played, fucking beat that game all the way through, and it was really fun.
If you said it was multiplayer, I'm like, what? That's like hearing your girlfriend do something crazy that she never wants to do with you, but she did it with some other guy. And like, what?
I'm glad you used that reference with me.
Yeah, I know, that's the funny part. There's this one joke, there's one cartoon, this actual cartoon, not an animated one on TV, cartoon in paper, that my wife is swallowing now. My wife is swallowing cum now, but at least that's what I hear on the street. And it's funny that, and because I didn't want to tell a joke the last episode because they didn't want to say something horrible in case kids were listening. And doesn't realize all the shit that I said in past episodes that would negate kids ever watching this podcast ever, unless their parents don't care and they'll learn something here anyway. I like to think.
Try to. You hope.
I like to believe we're very educational at some points.
Well, I mean, once we get into animal shit, yeah, of course we're very, very, very occasionally sort of.
Okay.
We're educational, okay?
All right, let's jump into the topic. Make this. The topic is, like Infernikus said, our top 5 games of the last generation, the 7th generation. So Wii, 360, and PlayStation 3. We'll let the guest begin.
Oh, jeez. I knew you were going to pull this up. You asked me this yesterday, and I was like, oh, name them off.
No, yesterday was Friday. I asked you earlier in the week.
Oh, fuck.
Get your facts straight.
I'm now going to remember which ones they are.
You said Halo 3.
No, Halo 4.
Okay,
Halo
yeah, right.
4. Monster Hunter Tri for the Wii. Oh, shit, what else? Blaze Blue for PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Cross Edge for PlayStation 3, and then there was another Xbox game. I can't remember it. I can't remember.
All right, we'll come back to you to pick your 5th game. Infernikus, you could go. Your turn. Enlighten me.
Honestly, I found the whole last generation very uninspiring game-wise.
Really? Yeah.
But
So have I.
let's see. I'm definitely gonna throw at least one of the Uncharted games in there because I played all
Part
3 of
two?
them and they were bloody fantastic games. More like that one will win it, actually. Yeah.
Would you agree that Part 2 is the best?
Yeah, definitely Uncharted 2.
Yeah, okay.
More likely, yes. Let's see what else would I
I like
throw in
to hear
there.
that.
Honestly, I haven't had much time to give this much thought at all.
Oh,
Oh,
come on, guys.
Let's see.
Far Cry 3. Okay, I remember
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fifth
there
one.
you go. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's correct. I remember that. Come on, guys. I told you guys this week. You have to get your shit together.
Hey, I got my shit together.
I would understand if you guys were alcoholics, but come on.
I'm far from it. Because,
I had no internet till last night.
I don't think it's funny. 'Cause I don't think-
Green Cape. I'm not an alcoholic, but I'm dumb as wood, so that's your problem.
Head like brick, back like ox.
So, jeez. So, while Infernikus gets his list together, I'll drop mine.
Drop it like it's hot.
Metroid Other M. This would be a new pick that just happened recently. Halo 3, Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword, Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, and Deus Ex: Human Revolution.
All of which are very good games.
All excellent games. It was a tough choice. Me and Green Cape had this discussion over Halo 3 over Halo 4. I like to say Halo 4 because of the great storyline they had going there in the cutscenes.
Yeah. But I mean,
that's a tough choice, and the graphics are a lot better than Halo 3, obviously.
well, I wasn't really going on the graphics.
This is just
when I
my
said, yeah, no, well, I
interpretation.
know.
This is me talking, Max.
I hear you
Green Cape.
talking. I hear you talking.
This is me.
Don't drop names, jeez.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
So then I picked Halo 3 because I spent a lot of time on that game, even though I'm not quite a fan of the campaign mode. It's just not that it was bad, it was just like more of the same. Like, gameplay consists of shooting things, and that happens for maybe 8 hours, and I've played the campaign how many times, and it hasn't gotten better at any point of that time.
Mm-hmm.
I had to beat the game Legendary twice. Once on my you have to do a co-op and non-co-op. And Legendary, I did that again because I made accounts on my Xbox 360, but it wasn't an online account. So I made my online account. Then I did it again. I beat those games. I did it again in Legendary. Just to have those achievements, I guess.
You know,
I wasn't doing it for the achievements. It's just a personal achievement. I don't give a shit about the achievement system in video games. I just do I'll say Mortal Kombat versus DCU, DC Universe.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat game, first of its kind, and for me it was to be able to beat the game the arcade mode on the hardest difficulty. And I did that, but there was no achievement for it, so I'm like, whatever, it's a personal achievement, and that's all that matters.
Oh, yeah.
I was able to do that with ease. I picked games like they're very story-driven, lots of cutscenes. Like, I picked Skyward Sword because it's probably the most narrative-driven of the Zelda games.
Yeah.
Because you actually see Zelda and Link have a personal relationship that's very romantic at the same time. Because why is he doing all that? Because he loves that girl and he's gonna go save her.
Mm-hmm.
And all the past games that never happened, you just guessed. In the first one, you're like, so do you love Zelda? Why are we doing this? So we're gonna get the princess at the end, and we're gonna get delayed. Why are we killing all these monsters in dungeons?
Like really big fucking monsters. Oh shit, that's a big monster.
Those are all those bosses are fun to kill. They're fun to play against. Just to have that. I love that, and we're talking about Link to the Past.
Yeah.
That's what mine goes to.
It shoots fireballs, and I gotta somehow break the mask off, and it shoots a fucking tail. What the hell?
Metal Gear Solid 4. Well, again, I had to pick a Metal Gear Solid game, and Part 4 was the true one, and I always had a problem with this one with the story because it was too real, too very, very dull and just a big downer.
Well, yeah, like the whole game. This was with Snake being old, right? Just
Yeah.
on Yeah, like with that, it was like, oh hey, let's make a game with real life problems in it. Like, all this shit's going down, and now you get to play it. Here you go. And it was like, ugh, give me the giant mechs again, and the ninja samurai robot dude.
It
What's his
seems that
name?
it just seems that
Raiden?
it just seems that nobody in the game was having a good time. Everybody just like it's like you're in high school. Everybody's vivid and lively and is very is going somewhere. And 10 years down the road, 20, 15 down the year, 15 years down the road, you meet them again, and their life is just shit and they're just depressing.
Yeah, people gotten overweight and out of shape. It's like, come on, guys, didn't you take care of yourselves? Holy shit.
But I went back to it and played through it again, and the game is better because I actually went for the secrets and actually went tried to get all the iPod tracks and going for these little these are bonus these achievements because I wasn't going for them. I was doing things like there's this part where you could play this one song where you're fighting these beauties, the bosses. You play this one song, they start dancing, and in the middle of the fight, I'm like, wow, that's cool. I just wanted to have that happen. Then I do that, and I get a trophy for it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Why not?
Nice.
Human Revolution, well, because it's made by a Canadian company, developed by a Canadian company, Edios Montreal. Is that how you pronounce their name? Something like that.
You could have to go with that, actually.
Yeah, and they made it's sci-fi. It's cyberpunk. You got a great act. You got a great main protagonist. What is his name? Jensen. He has like things on it. He has like metallic things on his head, and they could like. And that's the shades. It's engraved into his face. He's very disconnected and just like a very gruffy voice.
Yeah, he always sounds like this. All right, I gotta ask you a few questions. It's like, whoa, settle down there, sir.
That's how he talks.
Dinner first.
And some people don't. A lot of young kids don't like that kind of character. I'm like, why not? That's wrong.
Come on.
It's like he's too disconnected. There's no character. He's not showing a lot of character.
And then you
That's-
scream Half-Life. Did your main character say anything? No, it's basically a futuristic copy of Link. Come on, people, get with that program.
You don't see his face at all. Yeah, that's right. Only
Yeah.
in mirrors.
Only in mirrors, and then he doesn't even say anything.
Yeah. Nah. But I like Jensen's character because that's your futuristic cyberpunk Clint Eastwood kind of character. Like Harrison Ford did the same thing in Blade Runner, and nobody said anything about his acting, and they all liked it. He didn't say anything profound or anything. He just drank whiskey and killed some replicants
Yep.
and tried to. He actually got it on with the replicant.
Yep. Yes, that's it. Actually, I'm thinking like you're saying about games that are story driven and whatnot, and you mentioned your top five, and I was thinking, geez, yeah, like there's other games that are story driven too. Like, as you wouldn't think it, but Blaze Blue is kind of story driven. Like, really
That's a lot of
dark.
that game has a lot of thing in its toe and coming in a toe because a lot of older games are building off the story. Like I'm a fan of King of Fighters. That's another fighting game too, but a longer history.
Oh yeah,
And
like
there's
there's
just a convoluted plot through all of them. I keep going from one to the next and building off of that. And I'm like, I like the series and the games, but I really don't care. I don't really pay attention to the storyline because it's
Well,
just too convoluted.
what I'm getting at is that you don't own or have played Infamous, have you?
No.
That's that one too. That one's another
Yeah.
very
I'm not a
story
fan,
driven.
I understand that, but I'm just not a fan of the main protagonist.
Well, I mean,
As he doesn't strike me as anything appealing. I believe he is a very appealing, and I would if I played it I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. But here I'm like, I'd rather not.
oh yeah,
I'm fine. I'm cool. Okay. In fairness, have you put together your list?
just
I actually have.
yay!
Alright, awesome. Yeah. Alright, lay it on
That's
me.
why you guys probably heard typing in the background.
Lay it on me.
So I can actually remember these games.
Lay it on me, Infernikus.
Okay.
Come on, homie.
As already said, I'm gonna have Uncharted 2.
Awesome.
I played very few of the PS3 games, mainly because I owned a 360 during that generation.
Yeah.
Because I was I can afford one and not the other, and at the time, I found a 360 going for about €60 or something like that. So that kind of swayed my
Sweet.
decision.
What about pounds?
But I played the old PS3 game when visiting family, and my brother basically just handed me the Uncharted game and said, "Play these, you will not regret this." And well, I didn't
What a
really.
great brother. That sounds like me. What
Yeah.
I do.
Let's see. My next game would be Halo 3.
All
Mainly because
right.
that was the main reason. Main reason I got a
Good,
360 was to play Halo 3 with my friends.
good job. High
That's the only
five.
reason I got the 360.
High five,
Huh?
Infernikus. High five. Oh yeah, there you go. Sweet.
Ah.
Halo 3. There you go. So Halo 3, Uncharted 2,
Yeah. So
Thieves Among Us,
next one will be Fallout 3. I'm
Fallout
going
3.
something
All
here
right.
for sequel numbers here.
All right. Well, that's a threes,
No,
eh?
yeah, Fallout
It's,
3 was one game. The first time playing it, I didn't like it so much. Then I left it for a few weeks, came back, and I think I played it solidly for about 3 months.
on your first
And
run
it's
through
very
it,
rare I do that with a game.
was it like you beat it once and you started a new game, or just played a bit of it, then came back to it
Um,
and finished it?
no, I played a bit of it, and I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
And it just sat there on a pile of games I wasn't gonna play for months. And then I just looked at it and thought, I'll give it another go, see how it goes. 3 months later, I was still playing the game. So as you can tell, it probably went pretty well.
So what was endearing to you the second time around?
I think it was through talking through a friend.
Really?
Like I was just saying, like how I didn't exactly like the game so well, and he was like, "But why?" I went,
He's
"I don't
like,
know, it just
buddy,
didn't drag me in,"
it's fucking
and he
amazing.
sort of just
You're
went through the
stupid.
story aspects. Hmm?
The story aspects, okay.
Yeah, so like don't you want to know where your father went and blah blah blah, and I was there going, actually, yeah, I do want to know these things. I'll sit down, give this game a second chance, and play through it, kind of thing.
What did you do differently in the playthrough?
Huh?
What did you do differently in your
Pardon?
second playthrough? I mean, that's your second
I
playthrough coming
didn't
back
turn it
to it.
off after 20 minutes.
Really? After 20? Oh, okay. That would be like me. I played New Vegas. I liked it because it had it's Vegas and it had kind of Western theme going, and I played it. The one thing that turns me off is like it's pretty clunky on the 360, really
Oh, yeah, I
clunky,
noticed that.
and that's fine. But then I get to the point where I'm like, I want to kill some NPCs. If this game let me kill this guy in this mission, and I can continue on the story, and the game doesn't punish me, that'd be great. Like there's this
Yeah,
one
exactly. Yeah, it's kind
outpost
of
with the
yes.
Rangers. I had the what is it, the Brotherhood of Steel armor on, so I'm very invincible. And I just go into that place and murder everybody there.
Oh
It
yeah,
wasn't supposed to do that. They're just guys and their own faction, but I went there and just fucked them all up. Like, oh, there's no way to kill. Uh,
yeah, yeah. I really like that system in New Vegas. Actually, like it brought something new to the game. But as much as I loved New Vegas, Fallout 3 was the original one I played. So of course that's always going to be that kind of thing.
yeah, it had more of the. It's a pure sci-fi game.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Post-apocalyptic world.
Would you, Infernus, would you say that the first time you played it and dropped it was because you had played 1 and 2?
No, you haven't done that, right?
I hadn't played 1 or 2 at that point.
No,
Oh,
those
okay.
are very. That's a that's a weird.
That's a different animal.
That's like going GTA 1 and 2 to 3, or even Metal Gear 1, 2 to Solid on PlayStation.
Well, no, I,
Because
I just I had to ask because I mean I attempted to play 3 and I really couldn't get into it because of how I had played 1 and 2.
Max, you were there when I got New Vegas. We went. I got it at one lunchtime, and I was actually making my character during lunch, and you were there with me.
Yeah, and the head started doing that weird thing.
Yeah.
So it's spinning around like I fixed you. It's like what demon magic did you do? A bullet to the fucking head. What the hell? You sell my soul, you son of a bitch.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
And
got
then
3
you
down, Infernicus. 2 more to go.
The other one would be GTA 5. Now I know you don't like that game, Morris,
I'm
or
not a
Frank,
fan.
whoever the hell doesn't
I'm
like
just
that
not a
one.
fan.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm actually not a fan of the GTA series, apart from Vice City and, of course, now 5. It was actually I don't know what drew me to this game so much. I'm fairly sure I just got caught up by the hype train,
Yeah.
and like I got it a few weeks after it was released because I knew, like there's no point trying to get this game on release because no one's going to have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. There's just something about that game that keeps drawing me back to it. So that's mainly why that made it. That's mainly why that made it to the list. To be honest.
Hmm.
I think my distaste for that game is brought on because getting older, and I kind of find all that violence and just the rough part, the crude, vulgar part of that kind of series. That's turning me away from it. Kind of like if I had a kid, I wouldn't let him play it at all.
Oh yeah.
I made my brother wanted me to buy it for him, and I was very hard on him for it, and I didn't really uh I didn't buy it for him easy, so he still got the game, but I really made him feel bad about getting it. But he still liked it, I guess.
You little shit.
Once he just got it, he's like, yeah, he didn't pay too much attention to that. But that would be me. Like I played the game before, I know what they entail. This time it's a bigger freaking world, and you have three characters to choose from,
Yeah.
and I like all of that stuff. But then I'm like, you're making it too open world, and that's not a good thing. I need some plausible direction
Some
towards me.
limitations.
Like I threw on Metroid Other M. That's a new pick right off. I just beat that game like last year, a few days ago.
A few days ago, last year sometime.
Actually beat it Monday of this coming week, and that was a great game because it's made by Team Ninja. So Samus is busty. I'm like, yeah. She has high heels. Yeah. Nice butt. Yeah. I'm looking at the story, and it's pretty linear, but it has some backtracking, and it has some collectibles, some hidden stuff like energy tanks and missile expansions off the beaten path. But then there's more of those hidden stuff, but more off your. You have to go out of your way to get them. You have to like stop this progression of the story and go look for these things.
Yeah.
But what kept me going is that I wanted more story. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to keep killing. I wanted to go to more boss to boss to boss and more engagements over and over again. And every time it was paced well. Every time I was like, okay, I've been grinding it out, killing monsters and bosses for a while. Lay some story on me, then bang, story, cutscenes. Okay, ask and you will receive. Awesome, good, nice pacing, Team Ninja.
Yeah.
And it was very adult at the same time. Like, I'm not gonna spoil anything. Well, if you watch my commentary, you'll see what happens in there. You'll be like, whoa, this is a Nintendo game, and this happened. I'll say that it's watch The Lion King, Mufasa dying, and Simba crying over him. So it should give you some indication what happens in this game.
Yeah.
I also got I just want to mention this. I got Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge on the Wii U, and right away there's a character NPC that is a random enemy that you murder over and over again. This flat out says "fuck you" in the game. This is a Wii U game on Nintendo,
Yeah.
and there's so much violence and gore. I'm like, whoa, okay. Nintendo is really going out there. Interesting. So, yeah, 4 games down. And guess one more?
Yeah, and the last one is going to be Borderlands 2. I didn't actually play this on a last generation console. I played the PC port of it,
Good
but
game.
I'm going to imagine that that the console port's going to be exactly the fucking same.
No, I
Oh
would
yeah.
say the PC version. Gearbox has always been geared towards PC, and I believe the PC version would be the Primo version. Yeah,
Playable
Yeah.
version.
yeah, Primo,
Premium.
Premium.
Oh, premium. But, yeah, but no. From what I played of it, it was like I played a bit of it on the 360. Like when it first came out, I was actually doing stuff for a website, and we were planning on doing a playthrough of the game, but I left a few weeks later due to best way to put it, musical differences.
Sorry,
But
what
yes,
are you doing? What,
oh about 2 years ago, I was producing content for a friend's website, and
Oh,
we were
okay.
planning on doing a playthrough of that game.
Okay.
But I left the website a few weeks later after differences in what we want, where we saw the things going and that. And
Can you tell what
basically,
happened there?
huh?
Can you tell us what
Oh,
actually happened? It's just the difference in
Um,
like opinion and like what you wanted to,
Pretty much.
just the creative
The guy.
differences, right? Direction
No,
differences.
it was more of a sense of oh yeah, you know how you've been uploading stuff to your own channel and just saying that you're doing stuff for us. Like throwing in our logos and that to the videos and that. Can you not do that anymore? I need to upload to only our channel. Fuck your channel. Just upload everything to, you know.
I
It was
see.
kind of like how it's basically like how you have your own channel and we've said it's okay for you to upload to your own channel. Can you not do that anymore? Just abandon your channel.
And upload
That's
to
basically
ours.
what.
Oh yeah, okay, I get it.
And
How much of
like
assholes.
that kind of just like that led to like one thing led to another thing, and it was a case of you know what, fuck you, I'm done. I basically just did a CM Punk on it, basically.
I see. Interesting. All right,
But
that's a cool
yeah,
story. Or Borderlands
but
2.
no, I'm going back to the game. I played it, oh god, about 4 or 5 months ago on the PC, and it was one of those ones where I'd wake up and I'll play it, I'll go to sleep, I'll wake up and discontinue for weeks. And personally, I think that's a sign of a good game if I can't put the thing down.
Yeah, just every waking moment that you can devote to it is geared toward this game. That's a good thing to do.
that's a very captivating game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes it's very appealing to you. You just want to keep playing it. That was me with Dragon Age, the first one, Origins, and also Dragon Quest 8. Yeah, and not Final Fantasy 7. Let's say Halo 4 and Halo 3 at the time when they were new.
Mm.
I played them a lot. Max is a fan of the game, Borderlands 2.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have some
I haven't
background.
got the pre-sequel yet, but I mean, I'm planning on
If that's what you
getting it
call it, the
soon.
pre-sequel.
That's what it's fucking
Yeah, I still
called.
need to play the pre-sequel.
Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
Prequel sequel.
The pre-sequel. That's what it's That's legitimately the title name. It's not Borderlands
Yeah.
prior, it's the
It's not
pre-sequel.
it's not Borderlands 3: The Lost Years.
No, it's Borderlands pre-sequel.
Borderlands 3: The Origins.
No,
No,
no. It's Borderlands, and then Borderlands 2, and then Borderlands the pre-sequel.
fucking Gearbox. I just I'm trying not to say anything bad about them here, and I'm just thinking about this pre-sequel. I'm like, oh, I hate you guys.
Oh, come
I
on.
hate you.
Pre-sequel's exactly like Revengeance.
I know. I
Like, what the fuck?
Well, Revengeance, that's a game on its own. That's Rising. I'm like,
Well, yeah, I know,
I'm
but it's
thinking,
Metal
I
Gear.
look at that like, yes, that's not a word, but I like it. So
Like, those
it's like a
things.
pun. That's like Die Hard 1, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Live free.
That doesn't make chronological sense.
Live free and die hard.
I don't care about those. I'm just talking about
Live
the first
free
three.
and
I,
die
for, I
hard.
forget that I forget those other two movies are exist.
Bruce Willis in The Last Boy Scout.
Tell us about your picks, Green Cape.
About my picks?
Yeah.
Why, oh, why did I pick
Why?
the ones that I picked?
Yes.
Well, it's kind of well known that I'm very much driven with the story and whatnot, but I mean,
don't see you playing much games with story.
well,
Unless they're RPGs.
exactly. But I mean, for the ones that I picked, it was just overall, I enjoyed them because, like, I mean, Blaze Blue is just it's a very for me it's one of the faster uh uh fighting games I have ever played. Like, really fast. You're in there,
No,
you're
I'm a
throwing
fighting game
punches.
fan, and I don't see it as fast. I just see it as
It's
a
a
game
hell
that
of
has a
a
lot of. I don't know about. I forget how it works. I imagine it's just a lot of button pressing to perform these abilities, these special abilities, and they just chain together in a way that it depletes. A guy could just, if somebody's so good that they could just input all these special abilities, and that's after he's done, you've got just maybe a quarter life left.
Well,
Just a bit of
that's
life left, or you're dead.
well in this one. It's like Street Fighters. Each fighter has a different amount of stamina.
Now,
And
percentage-wise, not stamina.
no, seriously.
Some
No,
some
we've
people have more, are just some people get hurt more. The single attack will hurt them more. Some are just more resilient to these hits. That's how
well,
Street
yeah,
Fighter
no,
works.
a friend of mine and me, we were bored when we were younger, like really, really bored, and we basically used the weakest attack on each and every single one of the characters, and went, okay, this guy does this. Every punch you gain this many points, so we can assert those points to stamina. So this person, after 15,000 points, he's KO'd. This one, after 30,000, he's KO'd. And we figured out on a tier of which characters are the toughest and which ones have the least stamina. And I mean, Ragnar the Blood Edge had like we had the least amount of stamina point wise.
I don't
And
know who
then,
these people are.
well, anyone who listens and who's played Blaze Blue will know who these guys are.
I don't think that any of our fans would play those games.
So, anyways, so like it was just you can string attacks together, like they're very, very smooth, like when you string your attacks together. So that's what I very much liked about Blaze Blue. And yeah, that's the whole stamina thing is there too. Cross Edge is actually something I recently got into, and I've been enjoying it because it's like RPG, but you set your guys up on a 3x3 grid, and you equip attacks onto them, and you can legitimately screw yourself over because certain attacks can only affect from certain ranges from your side to certain ranges on their side. And so you have to strategically put them together or place them on the board so that all their attacks, or roughly all their attacks, will
What
hit.
kind of game is this?
It's like it's a RPG.
Tactical
Cross...
RPG?
Yeah.
As a grid, the
Yeah.
grid is tactical, and under systems and attacks, that's an RPG.
Yeah, you could say that. Like, but I mean, like, for a certain amount of attacks, have a certain amount of action points you need, and you
Okay,
can
I
save
get
it
it.
up over
You don't
time.
explain the system to me. I just want to know why you like it.
Just for the customizing, like, abilities you can have on your guys. Like, you just, okay, I'm going to use this attack, and then this guy uses this
I
attack, and
get
then,
it.
yeah, there's a guy in the back, you have to use an entirely different attack.
I understand.
Far Cry I like just for taking out camps. I don't know why. I know the first person shooter. I fucking love this game. Go in there with your high powered rifle and your sniper rifle and your machine gun and your crossbow or if your bow, and just you go to fucking town. Just, oh, there's a tiger there. Shoot an arrow at it. The tiger mauls 3 people and you
Tiger.
sneak in. And, yeah, you can set loose a tiger.
Tiger.
Or
Not
um,
tiger. Tiger.
tiger.
Tiger.
Not a tiger.
Tai, like Tai from Digimon. Tiger.
Tiger.
There you go.
Sure.
Terminator.
Terminator.
Aluminum.
Aluminium.
Yes, I understand Far Cry 3 being a first-person shooter. There's no leveling system. You shoot a guy in the head, he's dead, and anywhere else, and
Well,
he
hold
dies.
on.
And
Whoa,
then
whoa. You're just settle down. You're the one that tells me that I need to explain certain things about stuff. So
I understand.
I'm trying to.
I
have to
understand this.
but I
This
have
is-
to pretend. I have to pretend that the viewers don't. Remember?
Well,
You
don't-
had this. You
I
had
don't
a
go on
2
long
and a half.
tangents.
You had a 3.5 hour conversation about this stuff.
I understand. You said explain in simple terms and be like, bang, that's it. You don't have to go into detail.
I don't know. I do have trouble with the detail. I do love the detail.
I don't need details. I just need to understand. Give me in one sentence. Tell me how it is.
I gotcha. Monster Hunter. You collect shit. You get stronger. Hunt bigger monsters.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I understand. And I look at that game and I make my assessment, and like that's what you do. Do I find that appealing? Not so much.
Much. It's a tough game to have appealingness to.
No, it's just something for people that just want to grind and collect stuff and want to progress. That's what it's for. I'm not about that. You should look at my picks; they're all story-driven and pretty much, Like I got a shooter there. I got a really stealth game. I got another game that gives you more options. Then I got Skyward Sword. Yeah.
Through
Yes,
Skyward
just
Sword.
all adventures, all arcing game that narrative driven, character driven,
Yeah.
cutscenes,
Well,
action
yeah.
at the same time.
Well,
Maybe less of that, but still a shooting game. That's fun.
Well, yeah. I mean, Deus Ex is a
People
really
have called
yeah.
Far Cry 3 Skyrim of guns. I'm like, I thought that was Fallout's a thing.
Yeah. Wait a second.
Oh, I get it. A dumber. That's like Far Cry 3, a dumber Fallout 3 game. Well, not dumb in the sense that it's open world. You could, well, there's also the game. You could also look at Just Cause 2. That's the same thing as Far Cry 3. But it's
Yeah.
third person, and you could go around. There's more mobile. You could like, and you could sling. You could like, you have like a grapple thing that could just latch onto anything and pull you up there. You could like, but if a Harrier comes down low enough to the ground, you could shoot your grapple onto it, and that you'll get carried away with them by that Harrier all across the world.
Luckily, your
Even
arm doesn't rip
hijack.
out.
I believe you could hijack or just like sabotage the Harrier and go crash with it, or jump off and glide off and go do some stuff. All right, yeah, that's our topic there. Our top 5 games of the 7th generation: Wii, PlayStation 3, and 360. We all had interesting picks and explained them well, I believe. Are you having a good time, Infernikus?
Yes. I've been extremely quiet this episode, mainly because I'm just
yeah, you're
really
sitting there.
tired.
You're sitting there, and me and letting me and Green Keg go back and forth here.
A little bit here and there, yeah.
It's the Dark Mars and Green Cape show this week.
With special guests, Infernus.
Now it's like you're pretty. I'm like, if this was a talk show, I'm Conan O'Brien, you're my Andy, and Frank and Max is like the guest. You're just like, he's sitting right beside the desk, and you're like on the big sofa on the other side, on the long side, just occasionally chiming in. And that would explain this show pretty well. Conan O'Brien fans out there, everybody knows me. I'm a Conan O'Brien fan. Okay, I'm like I find Jimmy Fallon okay. Seth Meyers is all right too, but the other guys are just like I'd rather not watch them at all for any length of time. Yep. Okay, this is episode 49. I'm not sure what we're gonna call this one.
Yes, 49.
I'm not sure what we're gonna call this one. I'll have to talk to GaminTank about it. And yeah, I'm Dark Morris.
I'm Green Cape.
You're in Infernikus.
And I'm Infernikus.
Are you sure?
Yes, very
I
much
don't
so.
know anymore.
You need your ID card. You could find out by looking at your Xbox Live account. It'll tell you all your information about you that you need to know. You could also use it to travel. Like
It also stated that I've been online since June.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta renew it. They're not gonna let you on the planes if you without that your gamer account. Imagine that how it'll be in the future. That seems like some kind of crazy movie out of a Total Recall movie.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you haven't killed enough noobs. You cannot go on this flight.
Damn it!
For my content on YouTube, go to www.youtube.com/channel/ capitals UC little V FX MDSE3UI9H6CK5 VCTTG. That's where you could go for my channel stuff.
He's gonna go all the way, Vic.
For Infernikus stuff, youtube.com/user/owned90. You got owned. Why don't you just go for like for a GaminTank's channel? No, I'm gonna do the whole thing again. No, actually, just youtube.com/user/GaminTank. Capital on T for tank. And Green Cape. Let's look at Green Cape's channel.
Green Cape will have a link in the bottom here, and then hopefully he'll have videos up later on today or tomorrow.
Tell us what you're doing.
I am planning on doing my second run, or part 2 of Tin Star, and then I was going to do a video on the first 3 Super Nintendo games I ever played.
Cool. You can find this stuff at www.youtube.com/channel/UCZUUIGGJJ, I should say. There's 2 J's there. Let me start over. www.youtube.com/channel/UCZUUJJHDVKI1277PC There you go.
Beautiful.
Bingo.
That was a joke from the last episode. We just thought, come on, you have to say all the letters individually. And there you go. We learned. We remember. We
You got to
have
love how
intelligence.
YouTube don't do those custom URLs anymore.
Yeah, that's the joke.
I
Yeah.
know.
Episode
Alrighty.
49.
Good one.
What are we gonna call this one? Any ideas?
I don't.
Let's say best of the
New
7th
Year.
generation,
All right, there you go. New Year's best of the 7 generations.
2015.
Yeah,
It's
there we
funny
go.
that the last episode is titled "Killing Off the 7th Generation." And this one is the best of the 7th generation.
Yes.
Little what would you call? What would you call that? A little irony there, or what?
I don't know what you'd call.
Just
I don't.
very bipolar, I would say, or amnesia. It's like you wanted to kill it off last episode. Now you're talking about the best it had to offer the next episode. What are you? Are you
Yeah,
schizo?
yeah, it's very,
Schizophrenic?
it's very bipolar. Kind of like, yeah, let's kill it off, but let's talk about the best games as well.
There you go.
Watch,
There you
next
go.
week is going to be the top Generation 7 games that need... watch, next week is going to be the top 7 Generation 7 characters that need to go die in a cesspool or something. And then next week, the week after that, is going to be the top 7 characters from the 7th generation that Morris wants to hug.
Well, I think the next topic for episode 50 will be, when does it end? As a gamer, when do we say we're done with this hobby, this entertainment industry? Let me just say, no more game. I'm not buying any more consoles, no more games. That'll be the topic for next episode. Yeah, it got really serious and dark. Well, not dark, just very, serious and tense. But as episode 49,
Oh.
the best of the 7th generation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we said our things. All right, that'll be it. We're done here.
We're done. We have to get out.
Goodbye.
No, no.